I'm really honored to introduce Kim Rives to you. She's a very dear friend, and in my opinion, she's a walking saint.
As you know, I'm going to be speaking about the topic of my book, My Walk Through Heaven. It is a story about my near-death experience and my cancer experience. And in it, I learned many things in this experience that I had. I went to the other side of the veil and was able to be in heaven for just a little bit. But they told me my mission was not yet complete. I wanted to stay, but they kept encouraging me that I needed to come back and live my life and share my message with others, with the things that I had learned. Well, one of the lessons I learned in heaven is that love is the key, and love comes from God. I asked a little 8-year-old girl what love was to her, what love meant, and she wrote this little poem, which I then put to music. Love is beauty, love is caring, love is laughter, love is music, love is reverence, love is family, love is help, love is suffering long, love comes from the Lord, love comes from the Lord. If love indeed comes from the Lord, then how do we reach the Lord and access the love that He has for us? Perhaps this is best illustrated by an experience I had with my small daughter, Destiny. When she was just a child, she had just returned home from church, and in her lesson, she had learned about Jesus. She had learned that He loves us, and that He loves us so much that He wants us someday to be able to live with Him again. Well, as she learned about Him, she had such a desire to be with Him then and there. So when we got home, I was looking out my kitchen window, and I saw her out the window, and she had a jump rope, and she was holding it with one hand and trying to scale it with the other. Well, I sat and I watched her, and I thought, what game is she playing? So I went out and I asked her what she was doing. And she said, "Mommy, I'm trying to get to Jesus." And then she asked me if I would hold the jump rope so she could use both of her hands. So I held the jump rope, and she tried to climb it with both of her hands. Well, I sat there patiently with a smile on my face, knowing it wouldn't work, but I wanted her to find out that for herself. So finally, when she realized she wasn't getting to Jesus, she put her little hands on her hips, and she said, "Mommy, how do I get to Jesus?" Well, I'm known for writing songs, and so I wrote this little song, and it's called, "You Can't Get to Jesus on a Jump Rope." You can't get to Jesus on a jump rope. You can't get to Jesus on a stair. You can't get to Jesus on a jump rope. You gotta use prayer. Oh, you can't get to Jesus on a jump rope. You can't get to heaven on a stair. You can't get to Jesus on a jump rope. You gotta use prayer. Well, why did my little daughter have such a need to get to Jesus at such a young, tender age? Was it perhaps because she could feel His love for her? Was it perhaps because His Spirit whispered to her little heart that she was beautiful, she was loved, and she had something special to offer to others, that she was of value to Him and to others? We all want to associate with someone who knows us well, and in spite of our weaknesses and our shortcomings, still loves us unconditionally. The Lord does not only whisper this kind of love to a child's heart, but also to ours. When we open our mind and our heart, the Spirit whispers peace to us. And although we all realize that you can't get to Jesus or to heaven on a jump rope, that you can access Him through prayer. But some good men and women throughout the history have been allowed a glimpse of heaven through a vision or a near-death experience, and we can glean from their experiences. I learned in heaven that God lives, and He loves us, each one of us, and that's real.